This episode is it's sponsored by Train Set Club, but I'm also gonna say our unofficial sponsor is Bubbly Sparkling Water.
Bubbly.
We gotta have that bubbly, baby.
You gotta have the bubbly.
You do, because that is definitely fueling us at the moment. So, I'm here with my good friend Hess Retnu. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for setting all this up and getting everybody here, and
thanks for being a part of it.
yeah, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about. We're streaming tonight. We streamed our friends in Right Quicker down here in Hess's Train Set Club HQ, his headquarters. It's literally like a creative madman studio down here. There's so many like blinking lights and cameras and laptops and candles.
You keep it down over there.
No cracker for dinner.
Take those Tostitos away from him. Luigi Master 1000.
So, but I mean, this is really cool. We just tell me a little bit about how you got started on Twitch and how you found out about it and when you really started to kind of dive into it.
So yeah, Train Set Club started out as a idea for like a record label and to help my friends like record albums. And we really started with my wife Clue on YouTube, and my good friend Charlie St. Monica, who's a partner on Twitch, saw our YouTube videos, and she was like, "You got to get on Twitch because this is perfect for what you're doing." Because at the time we were writing songs with our YouTube audience based off of their comments. We were writing songs based off of that and putting those videos up on YouTube. So like with Twitch, it's all in real time, and that's kind of how Train Set Club got started on the Twitch platform.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I see you're always down here. Well, maybe not always, but I see you quite frequently posting different video games that you're playing and streaming and stuff. I mean, I would think that how have you had some pretty cool experiences connecting with other streamers on Twitch so far?
Oh yeah, it's great because you get to work with people in Europe, from the Netherlands, from Germany, all around the nation, like the U.S. My friend Grum over in Philadelphia is a streamer on Twitch. Just like I've met so many people doing this, and it's a really good experience. I'm trying to get everybody that I know into it, so
yeah,
it's been so cool. You know?
Yeah, it is super cool, man. I think that it's a great thing that you're doing, and I love that you're always. I was just telling you earlier before we recorded this and everything. You have a lot of creative energy, and you're always down here doing something, streaming, recording something. Or coming up with some kind of idea. Where do you feel like a lot of your creative inspiration comes from?
Coffee.
The almighty bean.
Yeah, and just playing music.
Gotta have that bean, baby.
Over half my life, and I've been in a lot of bands and stuff like that, and they've all been really good bands. I've all had really good experiences with every band I've been in. Sometimes the band stops, everybody in the band goes on a different mission, but like whenever that ends, I always like have the feeling of wanting more. I'm always like enjoying those memories. So this is kind of like my escape in that void being filled, like coming down here and working on stuff and working with my friends, like all of you guys. So
yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, you're definitely you're being a big part of the community of Twitch and Twitch St. Louis and everything like that. And we appreciate you bringing us in, right? I mean, this is. What else would I want to do on a Saturday night?
I appreciate you guys.
I love to play music with my friends, So, cool, dude. Anything else you want to talk about as far as the podcast or tonight's like live stream?
Yeah, I think that this is a really good cause for Emmaus. Thank you to all of the people who donated. That's awesome. Everybody who rated, hosted, followed, all the streamers. Big shout out to all you guys. And Twitch St. Louis and Foxy for having us on. Thank you so much. And thank you, Wesley Hoffman, Positive Punk. And thank you, Right Quick, for being on the stream tonight, guys.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. All right. Well, thank you, Hez.
Thank you, Wes.
I'm going to bring up... So we're going to have a little rotating, what do you call it, revolving door of guests here kind of type thing going. I'm going to bring up my buddy Dill here next. Oh, hey, what's up, Dill? How you doing, buddy? Oh, hey. I wish we had, like, background crowd noise,
Right.
like
Well, we have a guy back there with the cue cards that say "clap," "be quiet." It's just no one's listening to him.
Like, yeah.
And there's like 6 people here, so.
Well, it would be cool if it was kind of like David Letterman show or something like that. When you come on and they're they're playing music in the background. Yeah, so
you know it, dude. You know it.
Yeah. So what's up, Dill? You guys sounded great tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on there. Thank you, Hess. Thank you, everybody who was here on Twitch, who was with us. If you saw us earlier, we were called Bright Quick, Midwest pop punk group. We've been doing it since about 2013. It's just a great time. We love playing with positive punk. We really love the message and everything.
Hell yeah.
So it's something that we back. So we're always down to play with y'all.
Yeah, we love playing with you guys too. We just did a show last week at Imperial Pub and Club in great city of Granite.
That is a great club. As far as Illinois local clubs go, Imperial, great people.
Yes,
play there
absolutely. It was super, super fun. So tell me a little bit about Right Quick. What's coming up? I know you guys had like a ton of new material that you guys played tonight. Like, what's on the horizon for you?
Yeah, so with Right Quick, we were a band, like I said, since about 2013. We had a couple original member changes. Matt used to play rhythm guitar for us. Now he plays bass and sings. So that's been a big change. And with the losing of another member, we kind of developed a little bit of a newer sound. If you listen to us on our last record, "Do You Even Care?" It's more of a pop punk vibe, and now we're kind of more, as you could say, emotional.
Oh,
emotional
I
rock.
like that. I
don't like the term emo. I prefer emotional rock.
Yeah, I like that. I'm into it.
Right.
Emo can kind of, it's too broad. It's too broad of a term.
I think people hear the word emo and just kind of tune out sometimes. Some people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally about that," but it's definitely a polarizing term to describe a band.
Yeah, it can be. It can be for sure.
But yeah, we've just been kind of taking it slow. We kind of got blown out, with playing shows and everything, and kind of got burned out a little bit. So we're trying to take it slow, really focus on what we want to do, and play with the people we want to play with. Positive punk.
Yeah.
Nobody else.
We're going on tour, baby.
Someday we will go on tour with these dudes. For sure.
So one thing, that would be absolutely awesome, even if we just did a little like Kansas City, St. Louis thing like we did,
Right.
Like we'll do a little 3-day weekend or something like that. I think we would have a lot of fun. We'll go to Denny's or something. Dill, what do you think? You're one of my favorite people. I mean, you're one of my best friends. I love hanging out with you. Like, where do you think how do you keep a positive mindset? I mean, you seem to be like a person that's kind of always vibing high and that people gravitate towards because you're always really positive and like, just accepting and loving of people. Where do you feel like that comes from for you?
For me, that always came from...
We're going deep, baby.
We're going deep on these last couple minutes here, though, of the stream. But for me, a big part of it is just always staying busy, always doing stuff that you like to do, and living a balanced life. So I got a lot of hobbies. I like to play music. I play in like two bands and a side project that I'm working on. But I always try to stay busy. So when one thing, gets boring or gets feels too much like work, I'll move on to something else or go ride my skateboard or my bike or something like that. You just gotta always keep moving, because if you focus on one thing for too long, I find that you can kind of get a little crazy, kind of in your own head about it. So I always just try to keep myself busy enough to where I don't have to think about anything negative, and that's usually how I stay positive. But
it's kind of like a meditation tool in a way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm sure like when you're on your bike and you're focusing on, or a skateboard and you're focusing on different tricks, like you're not really thinking about some stupid problem at work,
Exactly. It's one of those things that you have to be in the moment for. And I think with social media and everything as great as it is, that we could do things like we did here tonight for a great cause, but at the same time, it can really distract us and kind of make us feel emotions that we don't necessarily need to. So, I'm always a big proponent of, putting the phone up and,
living in the moment.
Absolutely,
exactly. Dude. That's what I love about you, man. Well, thanks for...
Absolutely, Wes. Thank you.
Yeah! Next, I'm going to bring up our my best friend of 18 years, Pajak. No, Jacob Boyd. How you doing, buddy? And Max Weinberg is playing in the background while you come up. Dude, great job on the bass tonight, buddy.
Thanks. Great job on lead guitar and lead vocals and lead songwriting and lead dancing and lead hugging.
Lead hugging.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it is. I tell my wife that all the time. I'm like, you got to be in the receiving mode. You got to be just open to say, hey, thank you for the compliment. I'm down to take that.
Thank you. I'm awesome and great at bass, and I'm glad you appreciate that. Oh yeah, sorry, the mic's right here.
So how do you feel about we played music for a really long time together, and then we both stopped. And I stopped for a little while, and then when I started actually back up for a little bit, and Hess asked me if I wanted to record a song, and I came down here and recorded a song, and we became really good friends. And then, of course, I wouldn't have think to ask anyone else but you to play in this band as well. And so you kind of came out of retirement too. How do you feel about playing music again after us not playing for so long?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun. I've always loved playing music with you, and it's hard. You get older and you get busy with life, and you're like, yeah, that's a young man's game, But then you realize like it doesn't have to be about trying to make it a career. It can just be about having fun, And I don't know, not to be like too down about it, but like, I think it's important to remember that you only have so many breaths, so many days, and you gotta take advantage of it, You don't want to have regrets,
Absolutely.
And so it's like, I'm in my 30s, and it's not really something that I don't know. It's like a traditional thing for someone to do. Like, hey, I haven't played music in 18 years. This is my midlife crisis.
Oh no,
I guess that is actually normal. But no, I was really happy that you asked me, and it's so much fun. I love it.
I like what you hit on though, is that like a lot of times I grow up thinking that this is the way that this is what you have to do. There's a big trend of like adulting, #adulting, like, oh, I don't want to adult today, and I don't want to deal with my adult responsibilities. And like, we do have those, but at the same time, like, I think that's a good example of what you're kind of saying, is that like life can be whatever you want it to be. We think that we have to fit down these certain paths and these limits and do these certain things, but you can play in a band on the weekends. You know what I mean? You can.
Right.
I go play pinball every Saturday.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Once you realize sort of the illusion of like, like you're allowed to do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, like if you enjoy doing something, you should just go do it. Because why not? Like, it's not still third grade. You don't have to be like those people think of me. Like, what if I'm not cool enough? What if I'm not? Who cares? Just do it, If you enjoy doing music, do music. If you enjoy painting models, action figures, paint action figures. Like, do whatever you want to do. Whatever makes your heart happy. Because a lot of people have, like I said earlier, like a lot of regrets, and I don't know. I'm just really happy that you asked me to be in this band, because it's been like nothing but a blast, nothing but fun. Nothing but like kind of a reinvigoration, like sitting down, trying to come up with new riffs, like thinking out. It's fun to have a challenge, whether it's like running. I know all of us, you and me, at different times have run, have like long distance running. Is maybe better than the rest of us. But like just setting challenges, setting goals, like that's what it's all about at this stage, just like find a thing, set your sights on it, and see if you can accomplish it. Yeah, absolutely, man. I completely agree. I think it's like with this musical project that we did, everything seems very effortless, and things kind of just come together, and we don't have to try super hard. And I think it's really cool, because when you put certain limits or expectations on a thing, it's good to have goals so that you can something to strive for. But when you put expectations on a thing, you're like, oh, we have to get here, or I won't be happy. And like, when you're kind of just happy doing what you're doing for the sake of creating, I think it does start to kind of happen and flow and work together. Totally. Yeah, totally. Just challenge yourself to write the best songs that you can. Play around with the melodies. I know you've been doing that a lot lately, pumping out a lot of new material. It's so dope. I can't wait. It's so good. Your new stuff is so good. But but you're just been challenging yourself, and like, I'm your number one fan, dude. I'm not here to.
Thank you.
I'm not here to be humble for you.
Well, okay, so tell me about how you can solve the Rubik's Cube in like 5 minutes or something like that. Yeah. How did you learn?
5 minutes. Oh, my dear boy. My average is 49 seconds.
Oh, what? Oh,
my God. Yeah. Do you have a Rubik's Cube? I'll solve one live on Twitch.
Not on me.
Dang it. Well, how did you learn that? How did you figure that out?
Yeah, well, I was kind of thinking of that. Like when I just mentioned like the running a minute ago, like I remember working at the Arch with you.
Oh yeah.
And like we worked in the call center together, and it was the middle of winter, and there was nothing to do, and we just watched videos all day and collected a paycheck, and I saw a Rubik's Cube video, and I saw some insane person solve a Rubik's Cube in like 15 seconds. And I was like, wouldn't it be insane if I taught myself how to solve that thing that is just so overwhelming? And I just sat there and practiced and practiced and practiced, and finally did it.
That's
It's
awesome.
all about just like goes through
Yeah.
and smashing, you know.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna leave some time because you've only got like 4 minutes left, and I want you to get to somebody else.
That's okay. We've been friends for like 18 years, so we could talk forever. We could literally talk for 3 hours. So
Right,
the 48 hours of streaming could just be us. All right, can I get Joel Jameson up here? Come on up, buddy. How you doing? Max Weinberg plays in the background. How's it going, man? Great set today, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Oh no, dude! I thought you sounded fantastic. Tell me a little bit about Dylan was talking about the more direction. You guys had a bunch of new stuff, and it sounds similar but different than the old stuff. What were some of your inspirations for some of these new tunes? Because I think that they are very, very well done.
I think just growing as a band, I guess, and I guess individually, each of us I guess when we started, we were listening to more generic kind of pop punk stuff, and that's kind of what we related at. And we were at a less mature point in our life, I guess you could say. And I think we've all grown over the past 4 or 5 years or so, and it's kind of maturing with that. And then I guess your taste in music kind of matures with that as well.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to get at least a little deeper with it, I guess, in a way, in comparison to what the earlier stuff would be.
Yeah, it's good to challenge yourself too. I know you've got a lot of riffs and stuff that you do that you've been doing a lot. Yeah. I call them little noodlies.
Noodling?
Yeah.
I'm okay at noodling.
Yeah, you're a good noodler. I would say so. Did you know that noodling is also? Do you know there's another definition for noodling?
Is that fishing?
It's hand fishing, catfishing with your hands. Yeah.
That's intense.
You're supposed to put your hand in a log or something like that where a fish is, and it's supposed to basically bite your hand.
I'm sure this is like a Discovery Channel.
And then you pull it out and these people pulled out these catfish that are the size of their body. It's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Just go for it.
You fish?
No. I think the last time I fished, I was 8 maybe or so, something like that. Not a huge fisher, no.
And that's how you be in an interview. There you go.
That's awesome. What are some of your hobbies? You do BMX riding as well, right?
Yeah, I try to. I'm okay. Even though I've been doing it for 10 years, haven't gotten any better. I'm not the same level I was when I was 14, probably.
Hey, man, as long as you enjoy doing it.
Yeah, that's fun doing it. I like riding trails and building jumps and stuff. And
you go to Ramp Riders?
Yeah, I just started going there again, literally within the past month or so. Then me and Dylan went there 2 weeks ago or so, something like that.
That's cool. It's in Soulard, right? Yeah, I'll have to go there sometime. I've never been, but I don't know how to shred it. I would probably. I saw a video of you doing something.
It's kind of overran by rollerbladers now, literal skates, the roller skates, the 4-wheeled ones. There's every time I go there, there's a group of 15 women just skating around on those. And the first time I just thought it was weird, and then more of them just kept showing up. And apparently, that's an every weekend thing.
that is interesting. Cool.
Making a comeback.
Roller skating 1-on-1. How are we doing on time?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right. Well, we'll wrap this up.
Thank you for having me.
Woo! Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. So you want to come back up and say something?
We need Matt.
Oh, Matt. Let's get Matt up here one more time.
Oh,
last guest. Good.
Best for last.
All right, Matt. You are such a huge. You do a lot of covers.
That's right. Yeah.
How did you get? I mean, I would think that first of all, I'm seeing how the power of learning new other songs make you a better songwriter and all that. How did you get into learning? It seems like you learn a new song a day.
I just kind of do it to kind of keep me. I kind of do it to just keep my mind off of negative vibes if I ever have them. I also like to just think that any type of music can kind of maybe someone will see it and it'll make their day a little better.
That's awesome. What's one of your favorite songs that you've covered so far?
Oh, well, pretty Pretty much anything by Blink-182, anything that Joel wrote. Sometimes I'll play like some of his songs when I do acoustic sets. I actually just learned how to play Plain Song by The Cure on the piano. Like, it's pretty cool. But
Plain Song?
Yeah, it's the opening track to their 89 album, Disintegration.
Okay. I'm trying to think of the song that I know.
Boys Don't Cry is a really good one, too.
No, it's not that one. It's a longer, like, groovier song. Yeah. It's almost kind of instrumental. I'll find it for you and I'll send it to you.
I got you.
All right, guys, we're all saying goodbye.
Good to talk to you, Matt.
Yeah, you too. Good job, Matt. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being on.
Go Bubbly, baby.
Wesley Hoffman, Positive Punk.
Yeah.
Right quick. Wesley Hoffman, Positive Punk. Emmaus.
Perfect.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Good night. Emmaus, Twitch St. Louis, Foxy.
Live from New York, this is Saturday night!
Good night, everybody.
Everybody starts touching each other.
Yeah, this is everybody starts.
Thank you guys.
We all did great.
Bring it set!
Mike did a good job tonight, man. Yeah, very good. Yeah, let's see. Wonderful night. Oh my God. I didn't know you were here. Oh my God. Have you been here this whole time?
This is where the microphone's off, by the way. Like, they're just talking randomly. The microphone just turned off. You just hear that.
That was awesome. That was freaking awesome.
We are.
Whoa. Dude, I didn't know we'd go down the fishing rabbit hole. Fishing hole.
Sweet. That is a wrap.
Dude.